All right, this is Clan League. This is a pretty critical game, in my opinion. It is Avalanche versus T3. I have second turn. I have not won any games in Clan League so far. This is the second one I'm playing. Both of them have been against Wingus, both my games. Obviously disappointed to get second turn on closed, but hopefully I can find some synergies in my hand. I see 7-8-4-7 and 6-7-4-9 at least can recapture each other quite nicely. Might have a potential down issue, much better going up and pretty good side to side. The rule set is levels 8 through 10, so this is a pretty underpowered hand, right? 6-9-2-9 I think is a level 9, so this is 2 level 9s and 3 level 8s. Alright. I like to maximize synergy. Oh, it's been so long since I've played closed. Okay. No complaining. Use your brain. So one thing I do is immediately look, do I have any cards that naturally play off their card, right? Can I immediately look to set up synergies? So something like 7-3-8-7's 8 facing down, can I do anything off it? I could play 6-9-2-9 in 1. That gives 7-3-8-7 the plus on both sides of that. Though not the securest one in 4, right? I could be really vulnerable to stuff later. Shiva also matches the 9 to the right, as does 6-9-2-9. So potentially A8, 1, 6, and 3, but I do not want to use up that card this early. I should also keep in mind that Wingus likes to capture things. And I should try and play a move that plays well against captures. Alright, I'm still thinking 6-9-2-9 in 1. There's also 6-9-2-9 in 2. That tends not to be the kind of move I make. Notably, A8-6-1 in 3 kind of accomplishes the same things that 6-9-2-9 in 1 accomplishes, where I have one card that has the plus or same both ways, and one way is pretty secure and the other way is a little shakier. But the plus, the 9 plus 1 equals 8 plus 2 is kind of pretty. But I think that's a card I need in my hand more. Do I have any other cute synergies to find? I can play 6-7-4-9 and 8. 7-8-4-7 is just a really good recapturer. I don't really like flipping cards in 5 from a side, but it might be, you know, the move that makes sense for the hand. Those are two kind of redundant, not very good cards that I don't really have another way to get rid of. It also might make the game down-facing if he starts capturing, and do I really want a down-facing game? I don't think so. But what kind of game do I want? I don't know. Alright, I'm a bit perplexed here. I think I don't want to flip 5, so I think I'm going to go in 1 or 3, and I think I don't want to use A8-6-1. That feels not redundant in my hand. So we're going to try 6-9-2-9 in 1. Man, I do not like playing closed for official events. And not because I'm against it, right? Like, I think closed is a great game. I think it should be in various tournaments. I think it's good that there were all closed tournaments in the later years. I think TTAC is a fun format. I'm saying that I personally get stressed out because I cannot come to solutions and positions. I cannot, evaluate them in a way where I go, yes, this move is safe, or my hand is in trouble, and I can see the trouble. I can't address the problems in the same way, and that can make it stressful. This was not an anti-closed, thing. Huh. Now, obviously, we don't know each other's hands, but I think that is a kind of move we like seeing. We have a very weird plus with A8, 6, 1, and 6, and we have a goofy 6, 7, 4, 9 in same in 6. We don't have anything in 8. So what I think I want to do, and there's some downsides to this. I kind of think I'm going to block 2. Because I don't think I want to get in an X. I think my hand is pretty low power. I'm not going to be able to have high enough outfacing, and I'm not going to be safe around high outfacing cards if comboed. I don't think this is an X-type position, so I have to play in a side. The easiest side to play in is 4. But I have nothing there that looks to build out from it. It's all kind of weak. And I don't want to flip 5. I want to play off 5. So what if I'm looking to play off 5? Then I can't play an 8 because 8 is a square. I just, I'm going to flip everything. So I'm left with 2 or 6. And I want to incentivize, I think, him to go in 8. I want 8 filled. 6 can also force 8 to be filled, that's true. What card would I put there? Shiva? That flips things. I'm trying not to flip things. So I think I'm going to play in 2. And the question is, do I do it with 7, 8, 4, 7? Probably the worst card in my hand. Or do I do it with 6, 7, 4, 9 and match the card in 1 to make sure combos don't hurt too much? Now, if they go in 4, they're very vulnerable to combo, right? And so if I want to cover that, 7, 3, 8, 7 covers 10s down. 8, 6, 1 covers 6s and 1s, I guess, sort of. 6, 7, 4, 9 covers 8. 7, 8, 4, 7 covers 7s and 10s. On these levels, level 8 has probably a few more 8s than 7s. Level 9, I think, it's going to be pretty close between 8s and 7s. Alright, I'm going to do it with this card. I like keeping Shiva up for 6. That may have seemed obvious. I think it was maybe a closer decision because I do like matching. I really want 8 occupied. As is, my most likely card to end up in 8 is A8, 6, 1 Graph. Just because with the 1 out facing, I'm less likely to be punished by a combo. One thing that annoys me about this, or that could be a problem, is like, imagine they play in 3 capturing 2 with like an 8 facing down. And my only capture of that is A8, 6, 1, which flips cards I do not want flipped. And so if they went in 3 like that, I'm not quite sure what I'd do. I still have the threat in 4. I'd have a threat in 6, but I have no threat in 8. And 8 would be critical there. I think I'd rather see them go in 4 than 3, though of course it depends what they put there. It's going to be messy. I think this game could go any direction. I could lose really badly. I could win narrowly, which is the same as winning by a lot, I think, in this format. And I could tie, which is, close. But some games feel more leaning towards something. And I guess this is probably a little closer to a loss, I think. I don't feel like I have great cards for this endgame or that I've achieved amazing things with my moves on board. I'd probably like to see them go in 8. That seems like a square that, I'd feel good about seeing, right? Not as happy about 3 or 4. Obviously would be delighted to see a move in 6. Would be delighted to see a move in 7. So I played Wingus in the first half, and I think I had the better hand and got a winning position early, but was not able to convert. And when I made an inaccurate third move, he did a fantastic job defending to a tie, found the clear path, and there was just like 1 or 2 tying moves, and they were the same idea, and he, found the idea comfortably and defended it well, which you never like to see. It's very important to mess up when playing against me. I'm worried. One good thing about making videos and talking while playing is you have less time to kind of stew in things because you're also trying to come up with things to say. And I get stressed during opponents' moves in tournament games because I don't have something specific that I have to focus on or do, and I get worried about not getting the result. Here, a loss would be really bad. A tie would be okay, I guess. But in a closed matchup, like, it always feels like every game you don't win, it's so easy for your team to drop games. But I'm on second turn here. A tie would be a fine result. If I have a forced tie, I will almost certainly take it if that should come up, which seems unlikely, just given how much combo potential there seems to be around this card in 5. And I don't know which squares they have at all, right? I created the interactions in 1, 2, and 4. They created the interactions in 6 and 8. They are more likely to have 6 and 8, and I didn't block either of those squares. Though also they may have just used up a card that didn't have much play, and it wasn't specifically about combo potential. Note, I have 2 cards that have a plus or same in 6, and also the card they played in 9 would have that plus or same too, which is just a lot of cards to have a 5 gap. I wonder if 5 gaps are more common on this level than I think. 449A is obviously of 5 gaps. Multiple, but... Alright. Just here waiting. Oh no. Alright, well, I don't have time for more games on this, so this will be a weird short video. Huh. One sec, I'm gonna mute my mic and go see if I do have time. Alright, turns out we do have time, and let's take another whack at this one. was probably a good game for me to have not count, to be honest. Can't claim this, this is biased against me or anything. So, we'll, So we'll be playing again shortly. There we go. Come on, first turn. Ah. Well, we got higher level cards. The 4-6-5-9 and the 4-9-5-6 do not make a good impression as a team. We don't have much up power. We did learn that against my corner play, we got the sequence where he played for a slash, right? So we learned something about opponent disposition. Right? We didn't complete the game, but, we learned something. And in closed, well, that's worrying to see. Does he have all level 10s? Huh. Okay. Cards of mine that have play against that specifically. 4, 9, 5, 6, and 6 matches. Doesn't look like I have much else to do off that, but maybe 7, 2, 7, 9, and 9. 7, 2, 7, 9, and 9. I have a plus wall in 8, and I have a secure plus in 6 where I can't be comboed back. So that would be one use for that. I can do a similar thing with Jekt, 1A8, 8, and 3, but that seems a more valuable card to give up. Though possibly not, because I have no ups. Okay. Other things. Jekt has a plus wall in 4, and potentially plays nicely off the 8 and 2, though I don't think those will be too relevant. If I go in 9 with 7, 2, 7, 9, I think they're fairly likely to go in 1, given what we saw last game. I think there are a lot of good close players who would play 4, 9, 5, 6 in 6 here. And that's an interesting idea. It leaves open squares I have play. It matches, so it's not that combo vulnerable. And yeah, the hand probably wants to be side to side, right? Jekt and 4-6-5-9 are clearly side to side cards. And 7-2-7-9 and 6-9-9-3 are not that much better up down than side to side. So maybe we just go in 6, make it a side-to-side game. It's not something I do a lot of, these matching moves. But a lot of good players do. And I don't see obvious synergies in my cards. So I'm going to keep looking for synergies for a little longer. Don't like 6, 9, 9, 3, and 7. 4, 9, 5, 6, and 7. Has a same and 8. Not a great same, but a same. And Jekt in 4 is still pretty good. Nah, I'm gonna go 6. One thing I like about this is I didn't love the look of the slashes, right? The moves I was looking at were in 7 or 9, and if he goes in 1 or 3, I'm very unlikely in either of those positions to have good cards in 4 or 6. Just the stuff I can plus and plus wall, the numbers. I wasn't hitting very many numbers. And I'm also somewhat unlikely to have 2 if they go 1. Well, I have a pretty decent chance to have 2 if they go 3. But in general, it meant those positions, I wasn't liking the look of slashes. And so I'm curious how he reacts to a side reply. Because the what we've seen so far. Okay, we have our reaction. We have a same in 8. Well, that's something. Another powerful card from them. Their hand might be loaded. I think what I want to do is play in 3. Here's my reasoning. If I play in 9 and they don't have 8, and they don't go in 8, maybe I'm in good shape. But if they do go in 8, I lose the best square I have. I see the main squares in this position as 3, 4, and 9. 8 also up there. If I play an 8 immediately, I don't want to take the combo, and 8 is usually because I also have 4. I do not also have 4. So I think the main squares are 3 and 8. 8 often with the idea, 3 and 4. 4 often with the idea that I can combo back from 8. And it is true that I could play exactly 4, 6, 5, 9, and 4 with the point that I can combo back from 8. However, it is very hard to win that game for a few reasons, and it's quite easy to lose it. Even if I get that card back, when I combo an 8, there's some chance they can combo in 2, and because that card's weak to 5, it flips as well. But I think even more importantly than that, my numbers facing to the right are so weak, it's just going to be easy for them to have captures. Like 7, 2, 7, 9, it's not, I don't think it's going to pose them problems. So here's my argument for 3. If I go in 3, I can have a 9 facing out that is somewhat difficult. I pose something of a problem to them. I have anything they put in 9 covered if they go in 9. If they go in 2, I have some ability to combo back, either because I have 1, which I have a few numbers sort of covered on, but also because I still have 8, right? They're never blocking 8 in reaction to a move in 3. And if they go in 6, I still keep 8 open. So I think 3 is where I want to go. And I think it's got to be 4, 6, 5, 9. I think Ject is too valuable. I wish it gave me 2, right? The argument for Ject is it gives me 2. I mean, yeah, it gives me a plus and 2, but it's a lot easier for them to take. And yeah, I can also go in 4 here though. But I don't like the look of 4. Let's go 3. Whatever numbers I've been saying, they've all been wrong. Another very scary game. The thing is, like, let's say they take that with a 10 to the right. And there's a decent chance they have a 10 to the right because they've only shown high-level cards so far. And I think it's unlikely they'd have played so many high-level cards if their hand was, loaded with, like, the remaining 3 are level 8s. So it's easy, it's not that hard for them to have a 10 to the right. And say they have a 10 to the right and a 7 to the left. Do I want to combo in 1? Like 6, 9, 9, 3 is easily, like, if it's comboed back, I guess I'm not dead because I have 8. So actually, usually if they go in 2, I probably do just take from 1. Especially if I can combo something. Oh, well, that's not great. It's not great. Oh boy. Not what we wanted to see. So I think I have to play in 1 now, because 1 is the one square where like 8 never gets blocked in reaction. I don't have 4 and then combo back in 8. I think it's got to be 1. Let's do it this way. They just used up 7, 6, 7, 6, which would combo this, so hopefully this is something, but much like last game, not feeling great. I would be so happy if they had, like, what's an ideal card? Ramza. A5, 9, 5, and he plays Ramza in 4. But most other things are troubling. If he goes 8, I take the tie in 4. 8's very unlikely. I'm expecting 9, though 4 is also very possible. If he can go in 4, taking 1 and safe to both 5 and 7, then I just lose because I just, take the combo and 8 and have a 2 out facing, so I'm going to lose that one. 9 is scariest. 9, I'll have to make a decision. Do I think they can take the card in 1 or not? That's a very scary call. Hopefully 9 is scary for them, because hopefully both their cards have at least a 6 facing up. So if it walks into a combo, it's really dangerous. But not what we love to see. I don't think I have good evidence about what they can take for us versus what they can. So we have 4 possible moves. If we play 7, 2, 7, 9 in 4, they need to be able to take a 9 to the left. If we play 7, 2, 7, 9 in 8, we go up 6, 4. This is our only chance to win, but it is a lot easier for them to have multiple captures. I prefer 1A, 8, 8, and 8 when they need to be able to take a 9 facing down. And I guess 1A, 8, 8 in 6 is also possible. But I think I prefer... So what's the difference between the 2 cards in 4? I said 6, my brain is going. I am terrified here. If I go 1A, 8, 8 in 4, technically I get winning chances because I'm up 6, 4. In practice, I tie if they can only take 1. But I give them the option, if they can flip 5, it can combo the card in 2, right? So if they can only flip 5, but they have the combo, I lose. 7, 2, 7, 9, they have to flip exactly the card in 7. I think I'm going to go for a line where it's 5, 5. I think I'm going to play 7, 2, 7, 9 in 4 or 1A, 8, 8 in 8. Would Wingus have played in 9 if he had 4? I think that's the key question. Or would he have grabbed it? And I just don't know the answer. What evidence is there on his hand? He played in 7, and he played in 5. We have seen a card, 5, 5, 7, 9, that goes in 4. We have not seen any card in his hand that can recapture an 8. So I think he does have 8. I'm going to go 8. And pray. And I really hope I didn't let the clan down here. It's either 5, 5 or I lose 7, 3. Oh, okay. I actually feel really good about that one. Both because of relief, but also because I figured out which square he should have. And which square he probably doesn't. Technically, this means I missed a win. 7, 2, 7, 9, and 8 was a win. But I will take this. And cheers.